So here's the dealio, Stews. We're looking at specific integrals right now on these practices. If you guys take a look at your textbook, if you guys have a textbook, go to the index in the back. You'll see there's tons and tons and tons of formulas for integration because there's so many special scenarios. So you're looking at pretty unique integrals that you guys can solve using U sub. And what this is pretty much backwards chain rule. All right, so check this out. Because we have multiplication, we have an x, we have an operator right here multiplying to an operator, the trig function right here. We're going to have to do some sort of U substitution. And this takes practice, guys. It's not very easy to choose the U. That's going to have to take some time. Kind of like as you guys figure out what U is, that's like what you're doing right here. You're trying to figure out what U is, but in calculus. All right, so here we go. So one strategy is to pick the most inside part of the function. This one is the most inside here. And so I'm going to set U equal to x to the fourth plus 2. After you do that, what you do is you do the derivative of it with respect to x. So we're going to d over dx this foo. And what you get is du over dx. On the other side, we get 4x to the third. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of manipulation to this new equation. It looks like I'm multiplying both sides by dx. And you move it over to the other side. So now du equals 4x to the third dx. Okay. Let's clean it up just for the sake of you guys understanding. Hopefully this helps. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what I have up here, and I'm going to try to sub out as much stuff as I can so that I only have u's and I have no more x's. So here we go. Let's take this out and put it u right here because that's what u equals. And then I'm actually going to rewrite this so you guys can see it. Maybe it'll help. I don't know if it will, but hopefully. I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to say the integral of cosine u, and then I have times, let's put parentheses around that u, times x to the third dx. So you see how I just switched the order here? I put the x to the third after the cosine, but now you can see there's an x to the third dx right here. But there isn't a 4. There's no 4 right here. So how do I, in this equation down here, how do I get rid of that 4? This 4 right here. How do I get rid of him? You can divide by 4, or you can multiply by 1/4, which is actually the mode I would like to go because I like to write it like that. And so this 4 times 1/4 equals 1. And so on the right side, we have x to the third dx. On the left side, we have 1 over 4 du. Okay, now we have it, Stews. We have our substitution equations right here. We already did the u. We used this guy. Now let's get rid of this x to the third dx. The x to the third dx equals 1 over 4 du. Now the way you do this, let's write 1. Let's just cross this out right here and put 1 over 4 du. And because 1 over 4 is a scalar, you can take them out. Just like when you guys do derivatives, when you're doing antiderivatives, integrals, you can take out the scalar to kind of make the inside look a little cleaner. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a 1/4 out in front, and then you have cosine u, and then du. So now look how pretty this is. We took out all the x's over here, and now we just have the u's. Do you guys know what the antiderivative of cosine is?
Sine.
Yep, sine u. And then plus c, right? And then you put your times 1/4. And then you're supposed to multiply the 1/4 out. So 1/4 times sine is just going to be 1/4 sine u. You don't multiply this 1/4 to the u because the u is inside the sine. And then you're supposed to multiply the 1/4 times the c. But we don't even know what c is. And if you multiply 1/4 times a constant, what do you get? You get another constant. Okay, so technically, if we want to be official, we should say this is C sub 1 and this is C sub 2. But it doesn't matter that much. You don't have to. I wouldn't write 1/4 times C, though, because that's just a constant. And you guys are trying to be mathematicians, and mathematicians are lazy. They wouldn't write this. They would just write another C, because that's too much stuff to write. And this is your answer. Oh, wait. No, it's not. We got to rewrite this so that there's no more u. Okay, so what is u? What is u? Right. X to the fourth plus 2. And because we have plus, we need to put parentheses. And then we have our c sub 2. Do you have to have the sub 2? No. No, you do not. Okay? That's for future when we're doing differential equations.